Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so. Sorry. And I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do? 4 kisses for you, my delicious little babies, okay? And I hope that life is treating you wonderfully, okay? Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening for any passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world. So, 1 kiss for you, my delicious little babies, okay? That makes 5. Okay, so our weather and spirits in the room. God bless you, my beautiful, dear little spirits, okay? They come and they go, okay? So, and how I love you so. So, the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, well, it's rather windy, okay? Very dry, although it's been raining all night. Okay, my delicious little baby. So just thought I'd let you know that, okay? So I wouldn't say it's cold, but I'd still say, you know, maybe a thick cardigan or thick jumper weather. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Anyway, if you do enjoy my video today, if you could please, thank you, dear spirit, once again. If you do enjoy my video, if you could please click on the like. For others of you, please feel free to subscribe, okay? And please, if you wish to leave a comment, it's also very welcomed. Now then, so I want to make a start. So I was planting flowers, okay, in my garden, my front garden the other day. And I thought, oh, you know, I'm going to get some other flowers, okay? And, well, anyway, I had a beautiful, they're such a beautiful dear couple, okay? See, spirits in the room. And, you know, she came down to me, God bless her. They're so beautiful because she's a beautiful dear Polish lady and her dear husband is a dear English gentleman, okay? And they've got 2 young bairns. Oh, so beautiful. Beautiful little family. Anyway, lovely they are. I've got on with them, do you know what I mean, from day dot of meeting. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and, you know, we have a little conversation and everything like that. Yes, okay? Many times. Anyway, so just to let you know, she brought me down these, my delicious little babies. Can you see? Now, I'll just explain the green garden. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, if you look at the green, you know, you've got pink, yellow, orange, red, black, purple. Lots of different colours, look. £1.49. Anyway, not that I'm pointing out the price. No, I'm not, because it was so deliciously beautiful and wonderful. And I was so very thankful and grateful to even receive these seeds. But I just wanted to kick my video off by saying that, you know, when they call us a jungle, no. You see, they're the jungle. We are the garden. Okay, my delicious little babies. So, what I've decided to do, because I did say to her, because it's a full box, you know, and I did say, I said, well, what I'll do, I said, is I'll save some and return them. And she said, no. She said, please don't, Carla. She says, just keep them. She said, just sprinkle them all. So you know what I'm going to do later, my delicious little babies? I've just got to rake it a little bit, because it's already, anyway, it's already fresh and ready anyway. But I've just got to, there we go. I've just got to rake it. And then I'm going to sprinkle it like angel dust. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. Thank you, my beautiful, delicious, dear little spirit. Do you say? I'm just going to sprinkle it like angel dust. And then how it comes out, my delicious little babies, okay, is that it comes out all wild, okay? So, you know, what's that song? Wild thing. Ding, 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 ding. You know that song? Oh, you make my heart sing. You know, something like that. Do you see what I'm saying? So anyway, so I just thought, well, oh gosh, I've got all these flipping bits everywhere now. Look at this. It's all right. It's all over the place, my delicious little babies. I've been shaking it. It's going everywhere. Anyway, not to worry. So yes. So, but if you imagine a song, I do not mean it in the wrong sense. What I mean is, wild thing, do, you make my heart sing, okay? You make everything groovy, wild thing. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious baby? So, anyway, so I'm going to be doing something different this year with my front garden, the other part, okay? And then when it starts to grow, it starts to look beautiful and wild, but when you sort of sprinkle your angel dust, it's like all the different colours. There we go. Everything it just brightens everything up. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious babies? And I love anything like that. I absolutely adore anything that looks wild. Do you see what I'm saying? Mind you, I've been pretty wild in my lifetime. There we go. Thank you, dear spirit. God bless. Do you see what I mean? Very wild. Okay. So not to worry, not to worry. I say it in a nice way, okay? I've had my other moments, there we go, but there we go, okay? Right, now then, so let's get the book, and by the way, I've got a cup of tea today. It's a cup of tea, okay? What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Please and thank you. Now then, let's just get my book, because normally it would be right in front of me, but not today. Okay, so let's just take a look, shall we? So, yes, I was supposed to do a video yesterday, you know, like I do my utmost, you know, to put a video out every single day, okay? But I just thought to myself, you know what? Anyway, something else. Anyway, I shall explain in due course. So let's go to the first one. So this is yesterday's news. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? But even though it's yesterday's, it's still continuing now. Do you see what I mean? As long as the putrid and the little lackeys are allowed to get away with it. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Which of course they will not, because you know things, so there we go, before I've even said it, fading away. Do you see what I'm saying? Right before their eyes. What's that other song? Where do you go to dream? To a place we all know. The land of make-believe. Bucks Fizz, wasn't it? Anyway. So the first story. So we've got drag story organisers didn't listen. No. 2 parents until they received threats. Look at that, my delicious little babies out there. Look at that, okay? Sometimes, you know when one threatens, yes? Sometimes it's good to, it's a little bit like, you know, like if somebody's blackmailing you, okay? Say if they want to blackmail, okay? So they're done saying it, aren't they? It's like, this is the way it's going to go and you're going to comply to what I'm saying. Do you see? But if you turn it on the blackmailer, there we go, see, all cold here. If you turn it on the blackmailer, then where are they going to go? Because you see what's happened is they've met their match. Do you see? There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But what's happened over the decades is that when you get blackmailers, a bit like the mafia, okay, that they just feel that they can just throw their weight around. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies out there? Yes? Okay. So, anyway, this is on YouTube. Anyway, I'm not going to advertise them because they're large enough as it is. And this is concerning, actually, who is, what is he, the Prime Minister? There we go, thank you. My beautiful, delicious little spirit, okay? This is concerning Dan Andrews, you know the Prime Minister, sorry, of Australia. You know, that stupid flipping, the one who looks like flipping Mr. Magoo. And I'm not taking the mickey out of anybody who wears glasses, my delicious little babies. I know exactly what I'm saying, okay? And, you know, he seemed to be rather upset that, you know, that the councils, his councils, were threatened by parents because they did not want their bands to have a drag story by a drag queen. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, so then he gets very upset, but he never got upset when he was doing the jab, 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 flipping jibby jab, did he? The piece of shite. And he still stood there then with his flipping double chin. Oh, please do not get me wrong, my delicious little babies. I mean, I've got a flipping double chin, do you know what I mean? Like I say, I'm going to keep doing this. You just keep doing this to get rid of it. Do it 20 times a day. It'll get rid of it. And a bit of grapefruit solves the whole problem. Well, a bit of honey, lemon and ginger also, God bless, helps the situation. Okay? But yes, getting back to a serious note. The fact is, we're going to tick this off, is that now the parents, there we go, thank you, my beautiful. Do you see how Spirit's been in the room lately? My delicious little babies, yes. Okay, so they went away for a little while. They're still with me, but it's like they never felt the need to engage, if you know what I'm saying. There we go, but now they do. Do you see? So there's pushback, isn't there? Good, good. I'm highly delighted. We need more of this. There we go. Once we continue, there's no stopping us. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And that's how it must remain. Okay? We are not going to be told what to do. We are not going to be told how to think. We are not going to be told what to wear, and we are not going to be told what to eat and drink. They can F off nicely, F off nicely. That's what they can do. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay, so that's number one. So, number two now, let's get on to this, shall we? We've got, if you could please type it into the old space bar, my delicious little babies, in our old YouTube. You know, the one who's ruled by the Americans. Do you see to me? It's American, okay? So, which we've known, there we go, a long time. Yes, there we go. Okay. Well, if you could please type in Andrew Bridgen, MP, protests censorship of Dr. John Campbell at Google's London. Okay, so I will just repeat this once again for you, my delicious little babies that you are. Andrew Bridgen, MP, protests censorship of Dr. John Campbell at Google's London. You know, London in our old UK, you know, the London within a London. Jesus, I'm saying, which I've known, there we go, once again, long time. Okay, there's two different Londons, my delicious little babies, which I have, there we go, known, long time. Thank you, beautiful dear little spirit, okay? Now then, it's on YouTube, and if you look in the order subscribe, it should say subject access. Okay, my delicious little babies. I think they've got, I never wrote it down. Is it, I don't know, you know. Could be about 60,000 subscribers. I don't know, maybe a bit less. Okay, never wrote it down. I only write it down on certain things, my delicious little babies. That's just for some reason, there we go. Do you know what I mean? That's what I do for some reason. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, So subject access, or you could just tap it into the old space bar, you know, subject, you know, access, and then that's the video that you're looking for. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes, I listened to this video, yes I did. And to be quite honest, we're going to tick you off, Andrew Bridgen. So, and God bless him, because at the end of the day, it seems that he seems to be doing an awful lot, and he mentions rather a lot, but there is a little bit that's like that you cannot hear, okay, because it's not meant to be heard, simply because, well, not that it's not meant to be heard, it's just because of YouTube guidelines. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Okay, very interesting indeed, that is. Okay, which of course, you know, for those of us out here who do know, we do know. Okay, but then it goes to show the rest of the shite in the putrid parliament who have not got a backbone. Let's just have a sip of my tea, please, and thank you. What's new, pussycats? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Next one, before I have to say what I have to say. England does not exist. Okay, my delicious little babies out there. Okay, it may be a very large pill to swallow, mind you. For those of you delicious and wonderful little babies out there, please be careful of the pills that you're swallowing. Okay, because as I seen a number of years back, when jab, jibby jab doesn't work, pop a pill, pop a pill. Okay, my delicious little babies, just please be very, very careful of what you're doing, okay, or those around you. Now then, this is with, and I'm going to advertise this man again, this dear man again, Richard Vobes. It seems that he's hot. Not in that way, my delicious little babies. I need to make that abundantly clear, not in that way, okay? What I mean is he's bang, bang, bang hot on the news. Do you see what I'm saying? And he's getting all of the different wonderful guests on his show. Good on you, Richard. Keep going, my little lovely. That's what we need, you see. Okay. Now then, he talks to a man called Jason. So we're just going to tick you off, Richard, dear Richard. Okay, so that's my book closed. Okay, now what was really interesting is that this took me back. Oh gosh, I'm going back some years ago now. When, thank you, dear Spirit, once again, sir. Where I just happened to be outside and I was talking, and I said, I was talking about Great Britain. I'm not even sure how it got on the conversation. It was early in the morning. And then somebody had said to me, and God bless, okay, and said, well, you need to go back and look at the maps, Carla. You need to go back to school. She said to me, and I said, no. Honestly, outside my front door. And I said, no. And now, I'm going to be honest with you, my delicious little babies. I've not done an ounce of research on this. Not an ounce. I swear on my, God bless my beautiful baby daughters and my beautiful baby daughters, little Ruby and little Maze, okay? I swear down. There we go. Thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit. I swear on their lives. That's how serious I am, okay? Because I've never done 1 ounce of research, but I said no. Something didn't feel right about the words Great Britain. Do you see? No. What's happening? Okay? It turns out that we've got, United Kingdom within a kingdom. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So, the fact of the matter is that my thoughts, there we go, we're flipping right in the bloody, there we go. Thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit. We're flipping right in the first place. And that was years ago. There we go. Okay? Yes. Do you see? So, because when something doesn't feel right, it's a bit like a duck. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, quack, quack, well then it must be a duck, mustn't it? But we've been taught to believe something different. Now, the thing is, I've never been into geography. Now, for any of you delicious and beautiful little babies who have been so very kind, and God bless you and thank you, to even follow me for this time, you know, to be subscribed, and how I love you so. 2 more kisses, my delicious little babies. That makes 7, doesn't it? Anyway, the fact of the matter is that, to me, the way I see things, I mean, I quite frankly found flipping geography very boring myself, because you got like maps, okay? You got, you're here, you're there, you're flipping everywhere. Do you see what I'm saying? They're flipping everywhere. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Now I'm going to go off that subject now. I've said enough. So if you could please look at our Richard Vobes. Not in that way, not in that way. He has a very interesting conversation with dear Jason there. Not in that way, not in that way. Okay? I said on videos months ago, nobody, there we go. Thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit. I have to keep saying beautiful dear little spirit. Every now and again I do not, but for most I do. My beautiful little angels that you are. Okay? The fact is, nobody owns this land. Those thought they could take. Okay, my delicious little babies. And that's what they've done. There we go, for this town. Do you see? Now I want to just change the subject and then I'm going to end my video. Okay? Well, yesterday I was on the go all flipping day. From early morning till the late evening. Okay? I never flipping stopped actually. Right? So I just thought, right, I'll just get everything done, get the weeding done out the back, just get everything flipping done, you know, this, that and the other, okay? I'd already done my front garden, yes? Do all my windows, you know, because I'm on the ground floor, okay? So it means I can clean all my own windows when I'm cleaning windows. You know, when you clean windows, you see things so much more clearly. It's like a pair of glasses, isn't it? You know, like sometimes, you know, if you cannot see the small print, sometimes you have to just pop them on. Do you see? Anyway, so I want to talk about, oh, look at that. You know, as I'm just talking to you, my delicious little babies, what is it? It's a van, and it says, keep bath time flowing. Look at that. On the side of the van. Keep bath time flowing. So what's that? What would you say that that's saying? Water. There we go. Thank you, my beautiful little spirit. Do you see? Okay. So let me go on to another subject now. Enough of that. So please take a look and thank you. Be very enlightened for those of you who will show some form of an interest in this. Okay? And please, dear God, please do take note. Okay? It's very important. Okay? Please and thank you. Now then, take my glasses off now. So I had a dear friend of mine who I've had for a number of years. Okay? He is a man, by the way. And no. You know, You know what really pees me off in life, my delicious little babies? This really flipping pees me off now, right? And I've heard it for flipping decades. Oh, well, if you've got a male friend, you cannot be just friends. There we go. Thank you, dear spirit. You cannot just be just friends, okay? Well, that's a flipping barefaced lie, okay? Because yes, you can. I've had many platonic male friends. There we are. In my lifetime. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes and no. There's never been any physical closeness. No, nothing. You just sat down, have a drink or whatever, paths, what do you call it? Paths crossing. That's all you do. Nothing more, nothing less. But a dear friend of mine contacted me yesterday morning. I've never mentioned him before. Anyway, I've never felt need to. Anyway, it doesn't matter whether I did or whether I didn't really. Okay? No, it doesn't. This is very close to my flipping heart, this is. Yes, it is. Because he contacted me. Now, he does have his up and down moments. He's a business gentleman. Okay? So, he's not worried about finance. No, not a chance. Okay, I can tell you that for sure, right? But there's other areas of his life. And, well, I hadn't spoken to him for a little, while. And the reason why is simply because, sometimes in life, we're all doing different things. It's not that we're being rude or disrespectful or anything, but I'll always make an effort, if I can, to always, there we go, answer his call. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But then what he told me was, and I am going to mention it, I was in two minds. I was thinking, shall I mention this or shall I not? But I thought, no, this is memories, this is to me. Okay? So he called me early yesterday morning and he said, well, the day before, actually, he'd spoken to me, so we're talking about two separate. And he told me, not yesterday morning, but the day before. And he said that, well, God bless his beautiful, dear little soul. Well, he tried to take his life on the 29th of April this year. And his mother, God bless her, found him, and God bless him. See, I've gone all, my ears gone all like echoey. Thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit, yes? And, well, the ambulance was called, took him to the hospital. He'd taken rather a lot, yes. And by the way, it wasn't alcohol, okay? Because it's very rare that your man there will ever drink alcohol, okay? So this is more tablet form, shall we say. And of course, he hasn't been that well since. So he asked me, he said, Carla, he said, yesterday morning, he said, can I come down and see you from Yorkshire? You're all right, my beautiful, that's my beautiful little neighbours. From up the road, I just had a little baby. Sorry, my delicious little babies, I do get distracted. Please do forgive me. That was just, Anyway, so I said, all right. I said, come down and see me. He said to me, he was going to actually spend a night in a hotel. But he said, can I come and, just stay at yours for the night? I said, yes. He said, I just need a break from things. I said, that's all right. He said to me, and I never had an issue with that at all. No issue whatsoever. To me, it's better for me to see my dear friend. There we go. There we go. Thank you, dear spirit, alive. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So I said, come on then. So anyway, so I was getting everything done. I was working from all flipping, like I said, from morning till flipping late evening, yes? And then he turned up, God bless him, he turned up, So we give each other a hug, not in that way, in case anybody's thinking, not in that way, okay? It was just nice for us to see each other. We hadn't seen one another, there we go, for a very long time. We talk on the dog and burn, but, not like that, okay? And he said, well, have you eaten? I said, well, no. I said, I've had very little to eat all day. I said, because I've been flipping on the go. She said to me, and I mean, literally, I'm not joking. It's like big time flipping spring. There we go, flipping spring cleaning. Do you see what I mean? Yes. So he said, okay, so we'll get a taxi. So he jumps in a taxi, right? And because you see, he also wanted me to go to London to go and see this putrid fake king. This poxy flipping coronation. I said, I'm not going anywhere, my little lovely. I said, you're a dear friend of mine. I says, but no. I said, I'm not supporting that shite. No, I'm not. So he knows fully well my views on it. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. He said, well, I'll pay for it. I said, it's not about that. I said, no, the answer's still no. I said, I'm not going to support a WEF or a WHO, or someone who started, to do this great reset, which isn't a great reset at all. I said, no. So he knew my feelings. So anyway, so the fact was, he said, okay. He said, shall we go out and have a curry? Right? Because he knows me by now, we know each, there we go, we know each other years, okay, right? So I said, yes, let's go and have a curry. Anyway, then there happened to be a problem with the communication between the driver and myself, because the driver never fully understood what I was saying. So what I wanted to do, because my dear friend is Indian, do you see what I'm saying? Yes. So he said, we're going to have a curry, go and have an Indian. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So I explained this to your man there, the taxi driver. Okay. Well, anyway, we got taken somewhere else. I said, no. I said, this is not where... I said, we'll have to go somewhere else, right? Anyway, right, so we end up in this other place, which is classed as rather posh. Okay, yes, all right. Anyway, so we got there. And where did he drop us outside of? A Turkish restaurant. So we're flipping looking forward to having a flipping Ruby Murray. That's what you call it, Ruby Murray curry, right? And we ended up at a Turkish restaurant, right? So he said, Carla, he said, there we go, thank you to his spirit. So he said, Carla, he says, well, what do you want to do? He says, he said, we can go. And I said, no, let's just flipping go here and see what it's like. She says to me, no, I know Turkey. I mean, I've been to Turkey a few times. She said to me, so you know how it rocks and rolls. You know what kind of food, cuisine they have. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, there we go, yes. So we went in. I mean, very pleasant, a lovely young gentleman, oh, God bless him. He must have only been, I would have said, in his late teens. Ever so helpful, ever so lovely. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so we ordered. So, he ordered lamb, and chicken kebabs. He had salad and rice. And then I had, there's a method to what I'm doing, my delicious kebabs. And I had char-grilled salmon with salad and rice and squeeze of lemon. We had a salad with chips. Oh, and I'll tell you what you did get. You got, with this particular, and my flipping washing's getting flipping soaking wet now. It's bucketing down with rain. If it's raining, it's raining. Oh, flip me, it's pelting it down. And I'm doing my video. Right, I've got to finish my video, okay? Because I've got to go and get my washing in. I'm going to have to stick it straight in the flipping dryer now because, oh, my life. Oh, bloody. Anyway, sorry everybody, my delicious babes. Anyway, but what you got was a complimentary, okay? There we go, my delicious spirit, right? Was a complimentary. You get like this, like warm bread. And then you've got these different, so you've got olives, okay? Then you got like a kind of a dip with a sauce, and then you've got like this flipping hot sauce, which flipping, no joke, my delicious little babies. I love spice, right? I flip it, there we go, I flipping do, you know, flip me. It blew me flipping socks off, and I thought, flip me, I thought, I can't flip. Do you know what I mean? I was mixing it with the other cream, and I thought just to make it, you know, just taste a bit more milder. Do you know what I mean? I could have done with a knob of butter, actually. Do you know what? There we go, a knob of butter. Do you see what I'm saying? Dairy, okay? Because it generally cools it down. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? Anyway, there wasn't any butter. Anyway, I mean, a very pleasant meal. No issue at all. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Anyway, so when the bill came, you know, and he bought me a beer. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Please and thank you, thank you. So when the bill came, you know, because my dear friend, and I'm going to be honest with you, yes, he's, the only way I can explain it, there we go, he's just so generous. He really, really is. He's generous to a fault. He'd give you anything. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, God bless him. Right? Well, anyway, so when the bill came in, he thought, yeah, you know, it's all right, me. But of course, where he comes from, they've got another Turkish restaurants there. And he said that, well, you know, there was all right, but he just said that the others were, you know. And I said, well, it all depends on the chef, doesn't it? You know, if you got a good chef, you can run a good business. See what I'm saying? Anyway, so when the bill came and, you know, he put whatever he put, yes, because it was rather, there we go, I feel it was rather expensive myself. But anyway, but you're talking about the area and everything else, but we're not knocking the service because the service was beautiful and everything like this, yes? Anyway, so, you young waiter, he came up and he said, well, there's your change. Do you see what I mean? You know, because I fold it, yes? And my dear friend said, no. He said, you know, that's for you. He said, keep it. And he give a flipping, there we go, flipping damn good tip as well. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, because he's very good at that. Do you see what I'm saying? He'll always, not mean at all. Do you know what I mean? Yes. So he came, anyway, so he came out to the restaurant and then he started to have like palpitations. Thank you, my beautiful dear. That spirit started to have palpitations, like heart palpitations. I said, is you all right? I said, so do we need to get to a hospital? I said, there's a hospital not far from here. I said, I can take you to. He said, no, I'll be all right. So just got to stay calm. Okay? Now, by the way, my delicious little babies, and God bless, like I say, anybody who's had the definitely jab, right? He has not. He doesn't believe in it. The same as myself, doesn't believe in it, okay? And he's heard himself, God bless, of dear casualties, there we are, that have happened through this, okay? So God bless them all, right? But what it is, he likes to drink pop. This is his one. And I says, you've got to drink more water. You really got to drink the water. Do you see? But he likes the pop. Not pop as in beer or anything like this. I'm on about pop. So he's knocking like bottles of pop. He went to the shop next door, which was like a, one of these pop shops, yes? And he must have spent about 10 quid on flipping pop and juice. And he's just stood there flipping, knocking it back like nobody's business. And I said, but it's the sugar. I said, that's not helping. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so we got into the taxi and he was still not feeling very well. I had to wind the window down and all that. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, got back to mine. But I'd already made the bed up for him. And I said, look, so you just get an early night. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because he has a shop as well, yes? And I said, so you just get an early night. You just go and do what you got to do. Got a spare toothbrush, everything in there, what you need. Do you know what I mean? Yes? I said, you can have a shower if you want one. I said, and then just get yourself into bed, okay? Can I just say something, my delicious little babies? No matter what anybody thinks of this video, I'm telling you now, and if he was studying now, thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit, because spirit knows it's nothing like that at all. What it was, when he came home, he was not feeling very well either. And all his fingers were twitching and everything. But anyway, so he went to bed. He was up early this morning and he said, I'm going to go, and he needed to go somewhere else. I won't say. Anyway, but the fact of the matter is that I said, are you all right? I said, did you have a good night's sleep? You know, he said, yes, I did. He said, I only got up once. And I says, but, you know, I says, let me know how you are. Do you sort of mean that you have a safe journey home and everything, you know, and to where the other place he was going, okay? And that was it, you know. So, but my worry is, and something that I was really severely worried about, my delicious little babies, I thought, please, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, that he hasn't come to see me, and as if to say, well, that'll be the last time that we ever see each other or speak. Do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little babies? And then this thought crossed my mind. There we go, dear Spirit. And I thought, oh gosh, dear God, Jesus Christ in Nazareth. I thought, I hope he doesn't. Jesus, but what it is, the point I'm getting across here, as well as others, Morse code and all that, there we go, right, is that it doesn't matter how much ka-ching you've got. And if you was to see him, I'm not joking, my delicious little babies, yes, he'd just wear like, you know, like a polo shirt, do you see what I mean, jeans, trainers, you wouldn't think nothing at all. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? But underneath, and he's so young as well. Do you see what I mean? He's younger than myself. But my point is, when depression, there we go, gets hold of you, it doesn't matter what ka-ching, pound, shilling, pence, dollars and change you've got. And I was talking to him last night when we got home. He even brought my beautiful little Rube some little chicken kebabs he brought. God bless. They were wow, God. she loves all the food, Jesus, yes. Anyway, so, and I was asking him on a serious note, I said, but what started this? What went through you? There we go. Thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit. I said, so what went through your mind at the time that you did that? You know, it's so that you can try to understand somebody else and their thoughts, you know, and feelings, do you see? But he cannot really explain. He just said, I just did not feel the will to live. I just thought, just end it. Do you see? And I said, if ever you feel like that again, I said, please call me. Because this is so close to my heart. This is, you know, big times. There we are. Big times. In fact, it gets me a bit emotional. I'm not going to say anything more. So what I'm going to do is a dear friend of mine, my delicious little babies, and I just, please, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, that he does meet a beautiful dear lady. I prayed for him that he will, okay? But what he's saying is he doesn't want to bring, you know, a dear lady into his life at the moment with the way he's feeling. I get where he's coming from, do you see what I mean? Yes? Because he does not feel like he'd be any help to her. Okay, the ka-ching, yes, she could have whatever she wants, you know, till it comes out of flipping ear holes. Do you see what I mean? It's not about that. If he cannot give emotionally or appear, you know, with his mind, his noddle, God bless him, then that's what he's talking about. Do you see? So at the moment, it's like he's, there we are, for even say it, it's like he's battling. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And he's trying to, you know, sort himself out, but he just needed that time. And I just thought, well, and yesterday I even said to him, I said, you know, in the evening, I said, well, I might do a video, you know, later, you know, very later. And then I said, no, I said, I won't do it. I said, I'll just go to flipping sleep myself. And he went, into my bedroom. He actually slept in my bed, okay, because I put up all the bedding for him, you know, and then I slept on the sofa. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. And you know something? If it means that thank you, my beautiful dear little spirit, if it means that you just keep those lines of communication, do you know what I mean? Because you never know with anybody in the world, and I'm not here to depress, to upset anybody, but you never know in the world whether when you talk to somebody, whether that will be the last, there we go, the last time. And that's why it's so very important. And that's why I said, please come down. He just needed that break. You see what I mean? Just that break. There we are. Beautiful dear little spirit. That's what he needed. God bless him. He's not in a good place. I mean, I've messaged him. I mean, I'm sure he'll get back to me later anyway. See how he is. There we are. Yeah, he will. But, you know, even for others of you out there, my delicious little babies, please, if you know anybody, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's work colleagues, please, if you know anybody who's feeling that way, you know, this is very, very, very flipping serious, okay? And I've known of other cases. And I have known them. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. So that's why I say that sometimes listening here and just talking is really important. I don't want to talk anymore anyway. You know what? I feel a bit emotional about all this because I just didn't. I wish that he had not have done that. He's a dear friend of mine, as would be any of my beautiful and delicious dear little female. Do you know what I mean? And please God, never. Do you know what I mean? But I never want to hear about anything like this. So I'm gonna leave the video. Okay. So to those of you out there, thank you so very much for even taking the time to even listen to me, okay? And God bless you, and God bless you always, okay? And please take care of yourselves. Please take care of any, you know, friends, family, work colleagues, anybody, you know, just try and help who you can, okay, as well as yourself. Please continue to lift the vibration. Please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to any friends, family or work colleagues. You know, please tell them that they're wonderful, beautiful, juicy and delicious. So until the next video, thank you so very much for listening once again. Much love. Take care. God bless. Thank you. Goodbye.